Dear Dr. Hamblin, does wearing sunscreen every day really prevent wrinkles? If so, how the hell does that work? Also, cancer, of course. I care a lot about cancer. Leo, Colorado. It's okay to care more about wrinkles than cancer. 1 in 5 of us is going to get skin cancer at some point in our life, and worrying about wrinkles is just the product of advertising-driven corporate commodification of youth, but you care about what you care about.
Jim.
Skin is made up of proteins called collagen and elastin, and they are in this dense matrix of proteins that makes skin elastic. And over time, with age, they start to thin out and separate, and skin starts to wrinkle and sag. We lose collagen at a rate of about 1% every year. That process is sped up by radiation. The main source of radiation in our lives is, of course, the sun.
Why are you using air quotes for the sun?
You know, different people have different beliefs.
About whether or not the sun exists?
We're talking about skin cancer.
Yeah.
The Skin Cancer Foundation says the effect of UV radiation actually accounts for 90% of what we consider aging. And because we're depleting our ozone with carbon emissions, each of us is essentially aging more quickly every year. And that's preventable, and not just by avoiding the sun entirely by never going outside, or by reducing your carbon footprint so that you can rebuild the ozone layer, but by using sunscreen. Just look at this dude's face. He's a truck driver, and the left side of his face was just, for decades, exposed to more UV radiation than the right. If only he had worn sunscreen. That's why whenever you see a truck driver, please give them that message.
You must use the most powerful sunscreen in the world.
Because I look young?
Yeah. Really young.
So the thing about choosing a sunscreen is you need to look for 3 things. One is that it is broad spectrum, so that means it covers UVA and UVB rays. The other is that it's water resistant, which means that it's water resistant. And the third is the SPF rating, which is actually super misleading. So SPF 100 seems like it should be 3 times better than SPF 30, but in fact, SPF 30 protects against about 97% of UV rays, and SPF 100 protects against about 99%. So you're getting a 2% difference in protection, and that seems like, sure, why not? Except that when you wear SPF 100, you're more likely to think you're invincible, and you never need to reapply it, and you never need to go in the shade, and you can stay out all day. Whereas when you just put SPF 30 on, you are more likely to say, hey, I should still play it safe in the sun. I'm not invincible. In fact, I need to reapply. In fact, I might as well wear a hat if I could wear a hat. So ultimately, you might end up wearing SPF 100, but getting exposed to more radiation. And when you do, then you have a higher risk of skin cancer and, yes, wrinkles. So SPF 30 is really the sweet spot, as dermatologists say.
Do they?
I think they should start.
Okay.